Thanks for joining me for your December Astro Tarot forecast. I really appreciate your patience. I had been feeling under the weather. I had strep throat and I could not talk in the forecasts. I did my best, but I wasn't looking great. I didn't sound great. I felt awful. So I appreciate your patience with these. I appreciate your concern. Some of you have reached out to me. Please know that if you don't see the forecast for some reason, there is a good reason behind it. And I appreciate your subscriptions. Let's get to the forecast for the month. I'm shuffling the Tattoo Tarot that I used in the psychic readings. I'm super into it, by Mega Mundin. The same deck, beautiful images. So today is the 6th of December and Mercury is direct today at 27 degrees of Scorpio. In addition to Venus being in this sign of Scorpio, she entered there on December 2nd, and she'll remain there through the 7th of January of 2019. Having both Venus and Mercury in Scorpio affects your 11th house on the solar wheel. Please watch your ascendant sign for a more accurate horoscope, and feel free to watch your moon sign, all three, for a dose of the cosmos. So, communication, attraction to all things online, the 11th house of the internet, of social activities, friendships, goals, your presence online. You're attracted to things behind the scenes, I think, in this time of the 6th on. And marketing yourself in terms of business and branding yourself in social media seems to be where you're attracted and where you can effortlessly express yourself. Additionally, today on the 6th in the US on the West Coast, there's a new moon on the 7th for the East Coast. The new moon at 15 degrees of Sagittarius is conjunct Jupiter. And this is a beautiful, quiet, new pause available for Capricorn. And I think a little bit of a reprieve of the energy that you're getting from Saturn and Pluto. The new moon affords you rest, and even a quiet mental rest. You can stop your own self-criticism. There seems to be an expansive awareness in your psychic sector, your dream recall, your REM sleep, your downtime, the subconscious mind. And just don't allow yourself to be the harsh judge that you can be at times. Accept what the new moon is offering you, and it's solitude, it's peace and quiet. I wanted to say it's peace and bloody quiet. So that feels more Capricorn to me, because it's always a little bit of a battle somewhere, and that's okay, because you get to the top. You rule the 10th house of career and status and title and life. So you don't get there unless you go through some things. And I think that you can afford your rest over the holiday at this time. On the 12th, Mercury joins the cosmic party in Sagittarius, conjunct Jupiter and the Sun. So you've got expressive mental activity. This is download time. I wouldn't be surprised if the Hangman came up here, or the High Priestess. There's a psychic energy to this, trusting your intuition and what you're being led and told through dreams, the mind. I know you can control a lot of how you think, but that instinct is what I'm talking about. Just that gnawing and intuitive feeling that you should either go somewhere or make that call, or take that job offer. Trust in what your instinct and intuitive self is telling you. Now it's time for the solar return. So there's always the downtime and a little bit of peace and quiet before the sun enters your first house on the 21st of December. So it's the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere, and it's birthday time for Capricorn. Happy birthday, happy solar return. The sun, the life force, is in your sign in the first house for 30 days. And it's great to focus on your physical self, your body, your habits, and how you treat the physical self and body at that time. On the following day, the 22nd, we have our full moon at 0 degrees of Cancer in your polar opposite sign, the 7th house. Some of you have experienced divorces and you're walking away from old, outdated relationship or partnership, business and emotional connection, So the full moon at 0 degrees symbolizes just a full completion in this area. Some of you have beat a dead horse in terms of relationship. And when I see closure at 0 degrees, I think you've tried and exhausted every method in the 7th house and you're ready to clear it out and prepare yourself for something new. New Year's Eve is here on the 31st, and that is the day Mars enters the sign of Aries that he naturally governs on the zodiac wheel. And he goes home like a warrior into your 4th house of home and environment, stimulating energy and the desire to take action in moving, in changing the environment, in creating an energy in your personal space, connecting with your home environment more than you have. Watch aggression on this New Year's Eve, and I'm saying this to everyone, no drinking and driving ever, but particularly, even if you have one drink, it's not the night to drink and drive. As Mars goes into Aries, there's an aggressive energy and you have to watch your temperament. Where you're rooted in the 4th house of home should always be calm at the root chakra, calm and centered. And it's just not the night to take too many risks, even though you might feel compelled to, because we'll be at a level 10 and 100 with Mars entering there at the top of the year. Very powerful placement. Let's see what cards come up for you, and happy holidays and Merry Christmas for those who celebrate. Here are your cards, Capricorn, for December, and see if they match the ones that came up in the Psychic Tarot reading for the month of December. And should you require private counsel, I'm at audreyalison.com. In addition to the Show More section below, the Show More, click that and it takes you to all the links that I have. Vimeo on-demand medium messages, my tarot eCOURSE, which is still available, and my website. Also, the track that you're listening to in the intro and outro is something that I've written and recorded, and it is available for purchase. So your first card, Capricorn, Queen of Wands. If you're following me on Instagram, you know that I've posted this recently as a decorative card. This is all about your control, creativity, entrepreneurial energy. It also represents a fire sign in your life, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. 5 of Swords. Remove the stress in the mind, and the 12th house energy will help you when it's activated around the new moon, which is today, over the course of the next 3 days and initiating through the month. Removing mental stress and recurring mental habit. Your default systems of your mind could be reprogrammed at this time. Tell yourself a new story, and you'll have no choice but to believe it. It's almost like creating a good fake, and you can create the life that you want if you tell yourself a different default, is what I'm getting. Yes, honey. 10 of coins. Look at all those little gems. You are developing your skill set. You are mastering your occupation. You are in receipt of family property or an acknowledgement of family inheritance. The 10 of coins is a very high coin card, and it says if you take action in your creative skill set or entrepreneurial endeavors, you will be rewarded with the payout from all of this. You do have another card, and the King of Fire. So you've got fire sign energy showing up in the tarot, the King and the Queen. And it is time to take control, to be assertive in the direction of your life, to own the 10th house of authority and career. And you can manifest the property or the resources that you need in order to get this going and elevate yourself. I hope this was helpful for you, Capricorn. I'm wishing you a beautiful holiday. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.